What is good, YouTube? Hopefully you're all having a good day. This is Commie Chris speaking, giving you my first video of the Flash season 5 for this season. Now in today's video we will be explaining everything about the CW's version of Cicada that's been revealed to us so far, and some theories as to the direction in which the show wants to take the character. So that is all coming up in this video. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this, and if you are a subscriber, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. Like this video and share this video with your friends to show your support. So let's get straight into the video at hand. So let's talk about Cicada as a character so far in the show. So Cicada is introduced to us in episode 1, but Team Flash first encountered him in episode 2 and had an even bigger clash with him in episode 3. We're 3 episodes in already, and we already get a sense of what his biggest weakness is, judging by the ending of episode 3, and that being his daughter, who seems to be in a coma of some sorts. And we're going to return to Cicada's daughter a bit later on in the video, but for now, let's now talk about his powers and abilities. So, his main powers come from his dagger, but apparently he can fly also, as evidently seen in episode 3. His dagger has the ability to dampen metahumans' powers. This is what we've already seen in the show so far. But in the comics, what the dagger actually does it actually has the ability to drain the life force from other people. But in the TV show, they're doing something similar but also different. They're doing it differently because instead of draining the life force, they're draining the powers of metahumans instead. And speaking of the comic book version of Cicada's powers, like I just said, he is able to draw the life force from others. So maybe that is why in the show he wants to kill all metahumans. He wants to kill all metahumans because he will be able to drain their life force, and then once their life force has transcended into the dagger, it will be then transferred over to his daughter, who is in danger of dying. And this definitely makes sense with what we already know and have seen so far from the show. Although this is a big although though, we don't know if the dagger can drain life force. All we know about the dagger so far is that it can dampen metahumans' abilities basically. So we'll just have to wait and see whether or not the dagger can drain the life force of metahumans. We'll just have to wait and see. Other powers that Cicada possesses in the comics includes the likes of mind control and accelerated healing, but so far we haven't seen any hints to these powers whatsoever as of yet. Bear in mind we're only 3 episodes in, so we still got a lot left to explore about Cicada and his powers and his backstory, etc. So now let's discuss how Cicada was created in the Flash series. We don't know for sure as of right now, but it was revealed in the latest episode of The Flash at the time of this recording, this was episode 3, that Cicada has actually come earlier than originally expected in the timeline due to Nora Allen's interference. The most popular theory out there at the moment is that he was most likely created when Nora helped Barry destroy DeVoe's satellite in the season 4 finale. Maybe the satellite somehow gave Cicada and his daggers powers, and that is why he's come early in this specific timeline. So now let's discuss the direction in which I think season 5 is heading in regarding the Cicada character. I generally don't see Cicada being the overall season big bad for a few reasons. Firstly, it feels like we're moving forward with the character at a very rapid pace. It's almost as if the show is trying to get us to know the characters so early on because he won't be around for the full season, or he won't be a huge part of the second half of the season. Secondly, to me at least, he doesn't seem like a season-long villain. I know that Nora basically hyped up Cicada as this dude who was literally unstoppable as the Flash, the League, and my guess is that she was referring to the Justice League, but of course the CW aren't really allowed to say the Justice League, so Nora technically just said the League, so that's what I feel is going on there. She also said the Legends and Green Arrow also all had a crack at Cicada but were unable to take him down. But regardless of this, I just don't see Cicada as a villain that takes up an entire season. I just don't see Cicada as a villain that will take Team Flash an entire season to take down. So with that being said, here's how I feel Cicada will play out in the Flash season 5. He will be a big focus. In fact, he will be the main focus of the first half of season 5. And his main goal is to kill all metahumans so that he can steal their life force and give it to his dying daughter. Because in the comics, Cicada is known for having immortality. And he can achieve this by stealing the life force of others and giving it to himself. So I definitely think the show will be attempting to do something similar to this in one way or another. Who knows? We just have to wait and see. And we know early on for what Cicada has said in previous episodes. He said something along the lines like all metahumans must die, or you all must die, or something like that. I can't remember fully, but he said something along those lines. This gives us an indication that he despises metahumans for whatever reason. We know that he's a serial killer. So in this universe, in the Arrowverse, he's going to be known to be a serial killer of metahumans. And it's already been established in the show that he's the most deadliest serial killer of all time. But why is this? What drove him to the edge? What drove him to become this deadly serial killer? My guess is that he and his daughter once experienced a metahuman attack before, and that is how his daughter got paralyzed or whatever. She's currently in a coma. That is my guess, and that's why he hates all metahumans, and that's why all metahumans must die. But we also know that Cicada has a soft spot for Barry, or well, he doesn't have a soft spot for Barry, but he values family. We know this because of his daughter, and that is why Cicada spared Barry's life in episode 2 when Nora screamed "Dad," and Cicada realized that, hold on, she is the Flash's daughter, so he spared Barry's life because he knows the value of family. So that is one of Cicada's weakness, family. And for me, I feel that Cicada won't necessarily die at the end of the season. I feel that somehow his daughter will get better and then Team Flash will be able to reach him, and that is how I feel his story will end by the end of the season, or by the end of the first half of the season, like I said, because I already said that I don't think he's going to be the season long big bad. I feel like someone else is going to be the season big bad by the end of the season. I'm not sure who it is. I might make a video on that later on. Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. So what do you guys think is going on with Cicada? Do you think he is the big bad for the entire season? Or do you agree with me and he's only going to be in it for the first half of the season, and then he's going to go off with his daughter at the who knows when, but whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Share your thoughts down below in the comments. So if you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys later for more videos.